before you do roll call, I just want to make sure that everyone is aware, our lawyer, Larry, is on the phone, so please speak loud enough so that he can hear you, and hear all of our comments and questions. You're welcome, and I hope that you're feeling well, and I wish you a speedy recovery. Love you, Larry. Okay, Michelle, roll call?
Bartlett,
Yes.
Bugner, Culp,
Here.
Gray, Canny,
Here.
Lindstrom, Lightfoot. There you go.
Okay, I need a motion to approve the regular minutes of April 21st. I need a first and second, please. Who would like to make that motion?
I'll make that motion.
Thank you both. Ron was first. And who was second?
Canny.
Thank you. Roll call, please, Michelle?
Culp,
Present.
Canny,
Present.
Lindstrom,
Here.
Gray,
Yes.
Bartlett.
Yes. Okay, now I need a motion to open the public hearing. A first and a second, please.
I was supposed to.
Thank you, Ron. I'll second it. Thank you. Roll call, Michelle, please.
Gray,
Yes.
Lindstrom,
Yes.
Canny,
Yes.
Culp,
Present.
Bartlett.
Yes. Is there anyone in the public that would like to speak about anything coming up to the microphone in regards to planning and zoning? We'll open up the public hearings for our 4 different articles, but is there anyone else that would like to come up to the microphone? Not all at once. Okay, so can I have a motion to close the public hearing? Yes, I don't need to? Okay, I just want to make sure.
The first public hearing will be the variance, I believe, for
The variance?
variance for the fence.
Okay, perfect, I'm sorry. Do you have a green card? Okay, everyone, Michelle has a green card for that one, so that's the first thing that we need to check, so that's taken care of. So we are going to, speak with Natia Elliott with the property located at 4741 Lilac Avenue. Would you like to come forward?
Yes.
Welcome.
Thank you. I'm nervous, so.
Oh, no, we don't fight. Tell us a little bit about why you put the application in for variance and why you think that we should agree upon what you're looking for and give us an idea of what you want.
Okay.
That's simple.
Okay. Well, as you know, I do reside 4741 West Lilac Avenue, and it is a corner house. So based on how my home sits on the corner, if I was to put up a regular fence within code and run it straight back, I will not have the full use of the yard. I will be losing at least maybe 20 to 30% of my yard if I just go straight back. So I am asking if I can be in alignment with the rest of my neighbors in the surrounding area where you will allow me to put up a 6-foot fence and do a setback at least 5 feet from the sidewalk. So therefore, I will be able to at least obtain full use of my yard. I also have a shed that sits in my yard. So I do want to take it off of public view. And I just want to be able to just enjoy my yard. You know, that's it.
Okay. Like you said, you have a green card. Is there anyone that, when you start asking questions, anyone have any questions? Mr. Gray, would you like to start?
Yeah. Your fence, would it connect to the back part of your porch? Or are you looking to go all the way up to the front of your house?
No, I'm looking to start at the back of the house
Okay.
and go straight to the back. Yes.
I was sitting in the rain last night looking at your house.
Yeah.
And that is one of the questions because I know that we're looking at corners. So all you're trying to do is just go to the back of the house.
I'm just trying to start from the back and do a setback.
It's just
and then come up, yes.
So, oh wait, let's just make sure because, this particular location was brought up prior.
Okay.
We do have, it's very strict because we just don't want to make sure that when someone's at a corner, we've had a lot of problems with buses and things, seeing kids and things of that sort. Our ordinance is specifically with a home from the corner of the back of the house, straight back.
Correct.
So with your variance, what you're wanting to do is bump it out a little bit, is that what you're telling me, and then go?
Yes, I want to come out at least 5 feet from the sidewalk and then go back. And the way that the fence will be positioned is not going to impact any, it's not going to obstruct like any view from anyone walking in the area, nor will it obstruct the school buses, the cars, none of that.
Okay.
She
Three.
faces north and south.
Yes. And the
The
corner.
back of your house is gonna be here, the corner is here. It
Correct.
doesn't- When you come up the corner, you don't block.
Exactly.
I went through this 25 years ago.
Yeah.
And because we've been through fences so many times in the ordinance, this is,
And I'm just trying to be in alignment with the neighbors that are sitting on the corners. You're right.
they, that was prior to all the boom that we had and things that, yes. Frank, is there anything that you would like to, comment on this?
I believe I met with Mrs. Elliott at her location. I did advise her accordingly of the ordinance number 11-6-7, specifically with regards to, the front and side yards, which require a 3-foot fence. I believe what she wanted to do was come from the back of her house, move it west to the sidewalk. Because that's what she wanted to utilize most of her yard space. Whereas if she went from the back of her house, I believe it was, to the south, she would lose so much of her yard space.
How many feet, Frank, do you know, is it from the sidewalk to where she wants to put, where the fence would start? So that if the driver is coming up to that stop sign, how much room do they have so that we make sure, because I know there's some bushes back there, I know exactly where this property is, because I live in Country Meadows also.
Okay.
So I'm trying to just, I'm trying to help your situation.
No, I understand.
Make sure that we, no favoritism, no anything like that, just want to make sure it's safe, that's the most important thing for me, because I've seen some things that people driving country roads. So, do you have any idea of square footage from the sidewalk to the actual fence, how much footage we have? 5 foot? I think that's what, yeah, that's what I think I see, Larry, too. So, ladies and gentlemen, we do have this ordinance, and we did make this ordinance because of safety
I understand
and
that,
other
and
people.
there's also multiple houses, it's like 50-50.
Yes.
I've drove around Country Meadows, and there's multiple houses that have the sidewalks.
All the way to,
Yeah,
yes.
so,
I understand and I agree, and they were grandfathered, so I get it, I live there, so.
I understand that,
Yes.
we know you.
So, we just need to, Larry, is there anything that you would like to add?
No, it's just, if the board wants to, well, first off, there's close to public hearing.
Okay.
If the board feels so inclined to grant the variance, then we need a recommendation, for the next board meeting to approve the variance request as submitted by, Monee Elliott.
Okay, that's what I wanted to know. Okay, so what I need is a favorable or unfavorable, oh, I'm sorry, I have to close the public hearing. May I have a motion and a second, please?
I motion.
Thank you. Thank you. Roll call, please.
Bartlett,
Yes.
Culp,
Yes.
Gray,
Yes.
Canny,
Yes.
Lindstrom.
Yes.
Okay. And who would like to make a motion of favorable or unfavorable? Okay, we have a first, do we have a second? Favorable. Okay, we have a second. So, roll call, please.
Culp,
Yes.
Gray,
Yes.
Canny,
Yes.
Lindstrom,
Yes.
Bartlett.
Yes.
Thank
Mrs.
you.
Elliott, you got a yes from planning and zoning?
Thank
What will
you.
happen is you will present this to the actual board of trustees of the village of Monee next Wednesday, same time, same place, same channel.
Okay.
Michelle has all the paperwork. All you have to do is basically say what you've done already.
Okay.
And, I wish you good luck.
Okay.
And I'll stop by and see you and see how it's going.
Okay. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. Okay. I can leave. Okay.
Yeah,
Thank you all.
just don't forget to come next Wednesday.
I will be here.
Make sure you, go in front of the board, okay?
Okay. Thank you so much.
You're very welcome. Okay, we now have to have a motion to open the special use application submitted by Stephen Colbert, design for the property located at 5737 West Monee, Manhattan Roll. May I have a first and a second, please?
I'll first it.
Thank you. Thank you. Roll call.
Gray,
Yes.
Canny,
Yes.
Lindstrom,
Yes.
Bartlett,
Yes.
Culp.
Okay. Is someone for the property located at 5737 here?
That's me.
Thank you. Would you please state your name?
My name is Stephen Colber. I'm the architect for the property.
Okay. Can you give us a little idea of what exactly that you want to do? And
Certainly, on Monee Road, between the existing KFC and the Burger King, there's a little piece of property that's been sitting vacant for a while, and we're proposing to build a Dunkin' Donuts on that site. It's not much more complex than that.
Yes, done. Is there anyone that has any questions? The only thing, I was looking at the design and things of that sort, I think it's a fantastic idea personally. The route of traffic,
Mhm.
I took a look at that. The parking spaces are favorable to the amount of space, so I've looked at that and it kind of fits what we're looking for, so in and out. Is there anyone else that has any questions in regards to this?
I just have a remark.
Okay?
I passed two of those Burger Kings, the Dunkin' Donuts one and the little thing and one also.
Mhm.
And they only have the single lane ones. And I love the fact that you're gonna go with the double lane, because those single lane ones, they drive the traffic into the street.
There's no
I
question.
think that's gonna be an awesome thing.
It-
It's gonna work better.
Just so you know, we do Dunkin's with this particular franchisee, and the owner of the property, who's a Dunkin' franchisee, but he's not going to be the franchisee. It's a long story. That's why I'm here for the second thing. It's a different thing. But the double drive-through is something that they're utilizing across the country.
I think that's important, especially on that road there.
And also because of this pandemic, the drive-through operations have tripled at these stores, so they're maximizing how to keep it off the streets by doubling up the drive-throughs. So I'm glad you noticed that, because it's definitely an improvement that we're trying to do in most stores that are doing ground-ups in.
Good idea.
Thank you very much. Okay, I need a motion to close the public hearing. The first and a second, please. Oh, Larry? Yes, sir.
Can we just check, the gentleman give green card?
Hold on one second, he's got them in his hand. Can you present them to Michelle,
Certainly.
please? Thank you.
There are a bunch, there was one location that got returned.
All right, we have the green card. Larry, is there anything else?
No, just for the, mostly your social uses for the, drive-through, correct, double drive-through?
Yes, sir.
Okay. And the green card's been submitted, so there's no other comments. The board has the right to close the public hearing and make a favorable or unfavorable recommendation for the special use permit.
Okay, and Frank, is there anything, you're good? Okay, just wanted to make sure.
There's no, there has been obviously no plans or anything submitted yet, including we need engineering.
With the engineering and
Right,
everything,
So
yes.
this is just in
kind of a formal phase as we did last week, time with another property, so fantastic. Okay, so we have a first and second to close. Okay, thank you. Thank you. And now I need a favorable or unfavorable, oh, roll call. Sorry.
Canny,
Yes.
Lindstrom,
Yes.
Bartlett,
Yes.
Culp,
Yes.
Gray.
Okay, now we need a favorable or unfavorable motion for zoning ordinance. Favorable. Okay, thank you. Roll call, please, Michelle.
Lindstrom,
Yes.
Bartlett,
Yes.
Culp,
Yes.
Gray,
Yes.
Canny.
Yes. Welcome to the village of Monee, you're both on.
Thank you, thank you.
Look forward to it. I'll make sure that you meet with Frank probably and the engineers with planning and zoning.
Which all are underway right now. All those drawings are
So
underway.
what will happen is you'll also meet with the trustees. Frank, will he do that after the engineering plans and things are looked at first?
No, I guess it goes through the process, it goes in front of the board for approval. Is that correct, Larry?
Doesn't he have to meet the engineers first, Larry?
That's before any type of,
I mean, I would have the engineer reviewing some of the plans, and so, I would do it at the same time.
Okay.
Just so in case there's questions by the board,
yes.
that Jeff has had the opportunity to review everything. I think that's, sort of important from, the applicant's standpoint.
We need the topo and all the, the geographic.
Absolutely, and pending the favorable reviews here, we'll,
Yes.
we'll put the hammer down and get that done quickly for you.
Okay.
Correct.
Thank you,
So thank you so much.
thanks.
Good luck and welcome.
Thank you. I'm here for the next one now.
Okay. All right, I need to close that public hearing. No, I'm good? Okay, I just want to make sure. I'm sorry, now I need to open a first and a second. For number 3, variance application is submitted by Stephen Colbert, design for property located at 5737 West Monee, Manhattan Road. First and a second, please.
I'll first it.
Thank you. Second. Thank you. Roll call.
Bartlett,
Yeah.
Culp,
Yes.
Gray,
Yes.
Canny,
Yes.
Lindstrom.
Yes.
Fantastic. Okay, would you like to tell us?
Certainly.
about
So,
this hearing?
just a little clarification, so one person is building the shell building, and then a second franchisee is doing the interior build-out. We're doing all the work for both of them, and part of the interior the franchisee's build-out is to do the signage. That's why it's a separate, two different owners, I guess, are just doing this. However, what you're looking at on the drawings that we provided, the ordinance allows for one sign per street frontage, and we've added some extra signs that Duncan Standards use on all their buildings, and we're looking for a favorable recommendation from you that we can do that on this building. They're small signs, they're not super overpowering, and we feel it fits the architecture well and will nicely address the street and the lots between the KFC and the Dunkin'.
Is there any questions that anyone has? Anyone? Okay, so then I need to close the public hearing for this variance. I need a first and a second, please.
I'll first it.
Sheila, we do have green cards on this one too.
Yep. You have green cards on this one, too?
I think if I remember
They-
correctly, we were told that we can our letter went out, addressed both items.
Correct.
So,
Yes.
Okay, all right, that's fine.
Okay. Thank you, Larry. All right, so
Roll
now we
call.
need a
Roll
roll
call.
call.
Gray,
Yes.
Canny,
Yes.
Lindstrom,
Yes.
Lightfoot. Oh, sorry. Bartlett,
Yes.
Culp.
Thank you.
Yes.
We love it here. So I need a favorable or unfavorable motion so that we can, thank you,
I'll second that.
thank you. Roll call, please, Michelle.
Hang on. Culp,
Yes.
Gray,
Yes.
Canny,
Yes.
Lindstrom,
Yes.
Bartlett.
Yes. You are complete.
all right, thank you very much.
Thank you. Have a wonderful evening and welcome to Monee.
Thank you so much.
Okay, now we have number 4.
The-
Oh,
Wait,
what's the matter?
I thought he was trying to talk, but he's
Who?
not.
Larry, are you trying to talk?
I'm just, Sheila, can the record just reflect on the gentleman with the Dunkin' Donuts that they met
thank you so much, and I'll make sure that Michelle includes it in our minutes. Thank you.
No problem, I can help with that.
I really, really appreciate that. Thank you. Okay, we need to, have a motion to open the application for planned unit development as submitted for the property located at 25964 South Egyptian Trail. May I have a first and a second, please? Thank you.
Second.
Thank you. Roll call, please.
Bartlett,
Yes.
Culp,
Yes.
Canny,
Yes.
Lindstrom,
Yes.
Gray.
Gentlemen, would you like to come up, please? Thank you. Do you have green card?
We do. Yes, we do indeed.
Okay, fantastic. That's one off of our list. Okay, I see that there are some packets this time.
There
We
are.
got to see a 3D model last time.
The 3D model is back. So what this is are technical drawings of the proposed addition to the existing barn, which is the front page. We have retained an architect, but he hasn't been able to get started on the actual blueprints for this addition. So in lieu of that, I've just drawn up schematics for you to, kind of get an idea of what we plan.
Well, I wish we would have been able to have this for the meeting, but
Yeah, he unfortunately, we approached him about a month ago, and he just said there was no way. It's Andrew. Gosh, I'm sorry. Pasek, the same gentleman who did the architecture for the creamery.
okay, fantastic.
Yes,
Andrew Portak.
All right.
Partek. I apologize.
No problem. Have you met with the engineers at all, or are you waiting for the actual blueprints to bring to the engineers? Can you tell me kind of where you guys are at this point in time so that we can have an understanding?
Yes, so we're waiting for blueprints, obviously, to submit to Mr. Giordano, as well as the village engineer. We have not retained an engineer to come and do a water displacement or a topographic survey of the property at this time. However, we're working towards that. We've checked off a lot of boxes in the last month. We have had a septic system survey done by Gene Septic. Tomorrow, I believe, Will County Health Department is coming out to drill test holes for an additional septic field that would accommodate the additional buildings as well as employees and customers.
Okay. And you haven't changed anything really from the 3D model that we saw last time?
No, everything's still the same.
The 3D model,
We haven't decided on a style for the guest cabins, but
and
I'll help you with that.
All right,
for those
thank
of you
you.
who weren't here on the last meeting, the model is there for you to take a look at. Some of you have already seen it.
Absolutely, yeah, awesome. Let's take a look at the 3D model. They really did a great job. Larry, before we start asking questions, I know that, I'm sure you wanna,
Yeah, I have a couple, Mr. Buckler, can you explain, I know you did last time, but since this is a public hearing, can you present to the board and to the audience, if there is one, what your intentions are with that property, and why you're looking for a PUD, and also that we should know how much land you have under ownership of that site.
Yes, sir. And Larry, I'm sorry you couldn't be here with us. It's nice to see the rest of you here. So basically, I didn't even give my name for the public record. I'm Lauren Bookmeyer. This is my business partner, Joseph Spina. And my father owns 5.05 acres at 25964 South Egyptian Trail. It's the farmhouse I grew up on. I had established a cooperage where we make barrels for distilleries across the country. At this point, we're looking to move that cooperage, as well as creating a distillery on site, as well as a rick house, which is a barrel warehouse. And there are none in Illinois at this point, so we'd be the only ones kind of north of Kentucky. There is one in Wisconsin, but it would create a good destination for tours, where we would be able to bring tourists through, show them how barrels are made, show them how spirits are made, show them how they maturate in the barrels in the rick house. There would be a tasting room with a small restaurant. And also, we intend to build 2 guest cottages in the near future, and eventually the house will be converted into an inn.
Okay.
Is there anyone on the board that has any questions? No one? Okay, I'm going to, personally, myself, say that myself and Ron went together to actually look at the property. I've been there prior, for some other events. I think it's a perfect setting. I think this is something that will draw a lot of appeal to Monee because it is something different and bring more people to Monee, actually being able to stay here, see this wonderful thing that you do that not many people do, and expand it as you go. You do have a lot of property, you have a lot of land around you, there is really no one near you except for Derby Meadows, which is really
Yes.
up to the front. The only concern we had was, with trucks, so that's one of the things that we need to figure out exactly as engineers and Frank. In regards to getting trucks in and out of there, I have a big SUV, I didn't have any problem. But I think this is a fantastic idea. I really look forward to watching this as it's being built and, hopefully grow and make this somewhere where somebody says, hey, I want to take a vacation because I want to go here. So.
As do we.
I need to close the public hearing first. First and a second, please.
Second?
Roll call.
Lindstrom,
Yes.
Gray,
Yes.
Bartlett,
Yes.
Colt,
Yes.
Canny.
Yes.
Okay. I need to have a favorable or unfavorable.
Unfavorable?
Thank you, Ron.
Second.
Perfect. Roll call.
Bartlett,
Yes.
Colt,
Yes.
Lindstrom,
Big yes.
Canny,
Yes.
Gray.
Okay, the motion has passed, but what we're going to do, Larry, before you even start, I'm going to make sure, that we need, the engineer plans need to be submitted. You know, that's one of our major steps. Make sure that you go through with the septic, all of those things, because when you get in front of the trustees, they're gonna want that information so that you can move forward, okay? Also, Larry, is there anything that you would like to add?
Yeah, Mr. Buckmeyer, obviously, it's still subject to the board's review and approval. They'll need to see your preliminary plat, also your final plat, and like, Sheila indicated, that our engineers got to review everything with respect to the plans. But, you did submit the green cards, no one has appeared to object to it, and there's a finding that this will not be injurious to property surrounding your area. But again, it's important that the engineers take a look at everything, they're satisfied with everything, and the board has the right to say yes to a preliminary plat, and then you have the obligation to submit a final plat within 1 year after that. But you'll have a good feeling from the board after they approve your preliminary plat, but then you have 1 year to submit a final by law. But I would, again, contact Jeff from Robinson to keep them on board, because they'll be asking questions, probably like ingress and egress, and also like cost of improvements that will have to be done at your site from the village standpoint. So I think, other than that, I think they're in good shape.
Okay, sir, yes, we plan to cross all the i's and dot all the t's. Unfortunately, yeah, we left messages with a couple different places, but we haven't found an engineer to come out yet. But that's our top priority right now.
Can I just ask one other, what's your timeframe to, let's say, start, I would say construction, but start your project and finish the project? I think the board's gonna have that also.
Well, the preliminary phase is going to be building the addition, which would basically primarily be the tasting room, and establish the cooperage. And then within the next year, well, actually, I digress. The final, within 1 year timeframe, we hope to be completely finished with the rick house established. The 20 by 30 steel building for the toasting room and the still, we intend for that to be in our second phase, which is hopefully by fall.
Okay, well, I'm just, I think I speak for all board members, we wish you nothing but the best.
Thank you, sir.
Nice project to the village of Monee.
Congratulations, gentlemen.
Thank you.
Open-hearted, and I cannot wait.
Thank you all very much.
Is there any old business that anyone would like to bring up? No? Okay, we can cross that off. New business, I just wanted to give you some information. For those that don't know, I am now a representative for a trustee for Monee at the Kids Home Library. So I'll be involved in that and bringing you information in regards to what's happening with the library, the events, etc. So I'm very excited about that. Hometown Heroes is happening. There's actually forms that you can fill out online for your hometown heroes to be put up on a little banner and hung up, and then once it's done, that person or you can actually have it. So you can get that online, as well as curb appeal is happening, where you can nominate somebody for beautification of their property. So that's also another thing happening. Michelle, is there anything else that you'd like to add? Okay, anyone else? All right, then I need a motion. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
May I approach again?
Yes,
I
absolutely,
apologize.
sir.
So I was just speaking to Mr. Giordano, and I came to the realization that I don't believe our architect is going to be anywhere near complete with the blueprints by next week.
Okay.
Is it possible to extend that time period?
Larry, can we do that just so that, until he gets the,
Yes, yes, sir, you can extend it, sir, I mean, but, from your standpoint, the sooner the architect gets the plans, and the sooner the board can make a final decision. And that would be obviously very helpful to Jeff around it, because they're a stickler for detail. So I don't say the burden, but it's really your responsibility to get the plans in, so the board and, Jeff can take a look at it. So, timeframe wise, there's a week, 2 weeks, 3 weeks, it's really in your ballpark, because, until the board's fully comfortable with everything, including the plans, you can't take action up there, so the sooner you get on it, the better for you.
Absolutely, sir. Yeah, we're trying to light fires under a lot of rears.
and then make sure that once you get all of that, you contact Michelle so that she can put you on the actual agenda, okay?
Okay.
So then we can coordinate everything for you, so then we don't lose any more time.
Okay, outstanding. Thank you. Appreciate your time.
Thank you so much, gentlemen. All right, so motion to adjourn? First and second.
First,
Thank you.
motion. Second.
Thank you. Roll call.
Bartlett,
Yes.
Lindstrom,
Yes.
Culp,
Yes.
Gray,
Yes.
Kenny,
Yes.